Okay, welcome to Legion Remix. Been looking forward to this after playing through Mr. Pandora Remix. So, if it's anything like that, I expect I am going to enjoy this. That being said, I was not a fan of Legion originally. In fact, if it hadn't been for the changes they made to Discipline Priest, which is what I mainly played from about the middle of Legion till the end. Did quite a bit of PvP in Legion. Um, I don't think I would have really enjoyed it that much at all because I really didn't care for how they were kind of pushing Suramar and all of that. So it wasn't that I necessarily thought it was a bad expansion. It just didn't click for me. So I'm excited to play Remix, and I've seen some of the rewards and things like that. As I said, if it's anything um, similar to Mr. Pandora Remix, then I will. I'm excited to just do this for a while and do something different. So, that being said, I have an idea of what I want to do. So, much like I did with um, Miss of Pandora remix, I made a shaman because that was what I played during the expansion. And as I said, I played a disc priest in Legion for about half of Legion anyway. So that is what I'm going to do again.
So much knowledge
10.
waiting to be gleaned. Never settle for the unknown. The possibilities are infinite. Observe. Your memory loss is certainly unexpected. Help Khadgar while I try to figure out what happened.
Here in Dor, stand firm. We must hold the line against the Legion.
Knowledge is power. For Azeroth.
The civilians are taking refuge in their homes, and the Council has gathered at the city center. Clear a path to us.
Didn't we do this at the beginning of the War Within? I'm pretty sure we did. Do I not have auto loot turned on? I do not. That might be an issue. Okay. Well, I'm not getting War Within vibes, but I'm definitely getting, or I'm not getting Legion vibes, but I'm definitely getting War Within vibes. Don't actually remember how Legion started. Is that bad if you can't remember how an expansion started? Because let's see, what did Legion come after? It came after Warlords of Durotar, didn't it? Yeah. Next we had Dragonflight, Shadowlands, Battle for Azeroth. You know, it's probably not helping that we use the same city in like 3 different expansions. It's very confusing. I can't tell half the time if I'm in the Northrend Dalaran or if I'm in Legion Dalaran half the time.
These demons will not take Dalaran. Meet me in the Chamber of the Guardian.
I don't have a target.
Chamber of the Guardian is, of course, the mage class hall. I'm excited to see those. I don't think they've made
Observe and reflect.
changes to them necessarily.
Be vigilant, friend.
The spell we cast was supposed to banish the Legion's forces from Dalaran before it was teleported to the Broken Isles. I don't know what went wrong, or how the Legion was able to breach our defenses, but we must retake the city. If we don't reinforce the building's barriers, then the civilians hiding inside will be left defenseless.
Now, my understanding was I deliberately tried not to see too much, but I did pay attention when it came to certain things, such as the artifact weapons, and it was my understanding you were to get your artifact weapon fairly early on. I thought it was like one of the first few quests you
I've
did.
discovered why you have amnesia. When you entered this timeline, you took the place of another you, a hero of vast renown. So you have some big shoes to fill. But Momentous can help you live up to your own legend. Find him at the Obliterum Forge.
I thought you got it early on. You didn't have to go back through and do all of the long kind of
Time runner, Moritari, let me know what's going on.
quest chains that
Let's
you
get
did
to work.
originally. Oh wait, weapon to spare.
See you soon. If you're going to play the hero, then you'll need a powerful artifact weapon from this timeline.
There we go.
I can pluck one from its current time and place for you, but I'll need a few reagents to cast the spell. I'll be waiting.
Okay. I'm going to use this character. What was this? This was just a swift purple griffin, okay. I had originally considered doing this on a Mechanome before I realized I don't know if you can create a Mechanome, since I don't think they were in the game yet, so. Didn't actually pay attention to what all classes, or what all races you could be. I'll have to look next time before I log in. You know, ironically, I'm still farming the flying carpet from the Nightfallen, and something more recently I've started doing. I haven't been farming it since Legion. And to do it correctly, you need to do it on a character that is exalted with the Nightfallen, because it drops from their cache and also from the world quests has a chance
That bent and
to have it drop
blade
from
has
what
seen
I understand.
exactly as many battles as you think it has.
And so I was doing world quest for that to get another cache, and had a legendary drop
An ancient tablet locked
when
away
I
in a
opened
dusty chest.
my cache.
What a
So.
waste of valuable knowledge.
I need a target.
Oddities like that one to be great sources of temporal energy, thanks to the actions of their owners.
Don't need to see my own personal resource. There we go. Probably going to be tweaking things the entire way
Ah, you're back. Now to forge some infinite bronze from what you've collected. Go put your gear to the test. Come back if anything breaks. See you soon. First, we'll need to use the forge to prepare the anchoring materials and separate the infusing power from them. Good job. Now we need to separate the temporal fibers from the frayed threads. Excellent. Now infuse the fibers into the anchoring materials. Perfect. Now we just forge the infused anchoring materials into infinite bronze. Brilliant! You've done it! You've forged the infinite bronze.
Okay. My understanding is that while there are artifact like points, it's not going to be as bad as it was in Legion.
Need of repairs? I'll be waiting.
Select your artifact weapon. There we go. Okay.
Come back if anything breaks. Excellent choice. Now I'll reach through time and space to secure your artifact. This artifact has been altered and enhanced by this timeline's temporal energy. Its powers are different from before.
No. Oh, helps if you use the right key binding. Yeah, so this is what I was talking about. So they've changed things here, so you have a cost. I guess they had to do something with this. This was one thing I was hoping they would have just kind of skipped or figured out a different way of doing it than this, but I guess they simplified it down, so fair enough. Open a rift in the timeline, causing your cooldowns to recover until the past over 3 seconds. Okay. guess I'll just put you... guess I'll just put you there for the time being. Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to be moving things around, so that's fine. Talent point. There's atonement. I wondered. Yeah, so they kept the talent trees. We didn't have talent trees in Legion originally. We had the rows, so this may not be a true
Nothing like a hot
faithful to
forge
the
and a
completely
good
faithful to
hammer.
the original, which maybe I should have known that. I don't know. As I said, I
See you soon.
didn't
Come back if anything breaks.
didn't look much. Okay, so we're given infinite power, which is in fact limited. So we have a total maximum. Yeah. Okay. So
What do you want?
now the next thing
Take
is
that new artifact for a spin. Defeating enemies will provide temporal energy to further empower it, and armor for errors to scrap.
and I still have all my unlocked appearances. Very good. Very good. Because I unlocked, I think, most of the priests with the exception of the mage tower. I didn't do anything with the mage tower. Okay, so I opened the chest I had and got my first epic, which is very nice. Leech, pace mastery, all good, I would say, for a disc priest, and my first rare. So I did start out with the anniversary set there, the blue version, which works well with the artifact weapon. So now we can proceed on into figuring out what we're doing. And now that I have atonement, I'm actually healing myself as I do DPS. So that's one of the things I remember was it was a pretty good class to go do world quests. World quests were new-ish, still in Legion. I think they were introduced in Warlords of Duratar, and they've kept them because they were so popular. Yeah, the other thing I was looking at too, like I'm doing pretty good. Like I've already got 1,000 bronze. Already got almost 360 infinite power. So yeah, doing good so far. What did I come in here for? Artifact. Wait, so can I just do that from the weapon? I don't have to go to a class hall? increases intellect, increases stamina. Nice. Okay. I like that. Now, if they'd done that originally, instead of making us go to the class hall every single time we wanted to do something. I'm still somewhat surprised that you... I think this is starting to come back to me now. I'm starting to remember exactly what you had to do at the beginning of Legion. I think I vaguely seem to remember coming up here. I'm still somewhat surprised that we can't see our appearances without going to our class hall and equipping the weapon and going to the specific, I don't know what it is, specific spot where the you can view the weapon appearances and all of that. So, okay, that's what I needed here. Okay, and can I jump off here? No, still cannot jump off the balcony. Okay, so we'll go back down. You know, and the whole having to have your artifact weapon equipped to look at the appearances is really bizarre, especially if you have created a different character since then. I don't play all of the same characters that I did during Legion. Some I do, some I don't. Some I've made new characters with the allied races, and those are kind of my mains now for that specific class, if you will. So they don't have the artifact weapon and all of that. They have the appearances, of course, because those are account-wide, but
I need a target.
you'd think there'd be a way to change that, or at the very least... you know, tie it in with the barbershop or something. You can do everything else from the barbershop. If I can change every druid appearance from the barbershop, I don't see why you can't have it so you can just see your appearances from there. Just put a tab at the bottom. You can just tab over and see the same screen. I think that would be perfectly acceptable. Okay.
Now listen. Trust only your eyes. Seek the truth. Come back if anything breaks. Why are you here? Farewell.
You know, as quickly as I'm getting infinite
Trust
power.
only your eyes.
The whole artifact thing may not be as much of an issue. What I thought, so. Oh, yes, I remember this. That's right, so scrap everything for bronze. Yep.
Trust no one. Seek the truth. The world will change.
So that is a remix feature. That is not a.
Give me something to build.
It is not a Legion feature. And that was something I did not realize we had the ability to do. I kept going to Half Hill.
The hero you're meant to be. Report to Khadgar and save the day.
Kept going to Half Hill every time I needed to scrap stuff, and then I
Champion,
realized, like,
I've discovered how we can expel the Legion from Dalaran.
almost after the event was over, that you had an ability to do that.
Keep your guard up. Fair Lord Nezimet is in command of the invasion portals. Dispatching him will break the siege.
Okay. Should be dotting. That's nice. There we go. Now I'll be getting healed while doing damage.
It's too far away.
Okay. What the? Well, so far I would say this is a lot slower than I thought it was going to be. Not saying that's a bad thing, but Mop Remix seemed very, maybe it was because the first time we did anything like Remix, but it seemed very chaotic.
Well done. Once again, Dalaran is in your debt.
There is much we can learn here. Be vigilant, friend.
We'll speak again.
Are they gone? Who knows what knowledge we'll acquire? our endeavor goes on. The possibility, as exciting as all that was, I'll be glad to get back to the Infinite Bazaar. Eternus will surely want to speak with you too.
Okay. So here's where all the vendors and everything are. Okay, well let's just take a look around here. Raid apparel. Okay. Dungeon apparel. Okay, I want to see mounts. Barbershop. World apparel. Let me look at that.
How may I aid you?
And it says I already own it. Oh, is this all of... Oh, this is the invasion gear. Okay, or some of it anyway. Okay. So I already have a lot of this then. Not seeing a lot that interests me, although I'll probably end up getting it anyway, just because you end up with absolutely so much bronze that is kind of the whole point. Okay.
Goodbye.
See what is new.
So. Okay, so this is the weapons vendor. Okay, so like they did before, they had like class-specific weapons and... Okay. Very good, very good. Already owned. Okay. So it looks like more quiver. Okay, interesting, interesting.
You'll find nothing.
Have to admit, I'm not disliking the fact that everything has, everything seems to be mostly fail green.
Has just begun.
So, you don't sell anything. You do. Very nice. Okay. Okay, torn invitation. I gotta look up. I should know what that means. Ooh, you can get the long lost hippogriff. Okay. Available. No, that's not the one I thought it was. Okay. I'm interested in the class. Class mounts. I already got one. Yeah, from the collector's bounty. Yeah. The flying carpet. I can just buy it. Get it over with. Yeah, now that is one thing they are doing differently. They are doing this in phases. I don't believe they did that with Mop Remix. I'm pretty sure once it was released, it was released, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, and some of these mana rays that you had to farm from Argus. I'm gonna get those, 'cause I did like these. I got one on um my hunter, and yeah, there we go. No, wanted to see it. There we go. Yeah, I got one on my hunter. Not necessarily a mount I would necessarily go farm, but if it drops, yeah, like this one. Kind of wanted this one. I like this one. That's kind of a unique color combination there, and yeah, that one's kind of reversed. Also interested in the class mounts, because I don't have any of the class mounts. I never did all of that, so. Oh, and all the people that farmed this. I mean, I'll end up buying it, but I don't particularly think it's a... That might be one of the worst looking mounts in the game, seriously.
Safe travels.
Okay. What are rare collections of class mounts? Okay, so just like the toys, pets. The toy from the beginning. What is Mode of Light? Okay. Interesting, interesting. Okay, now let's look at what I think is kind of the main attraction here, the class mounts. So there we go. Yeah, I think they did a pretty good job with these. So everything just kind of has its own fail version, which is very nice. And I don't think these are restricted. I think the class mounts actually are restricted to their respective class. There we go. I wanted this one. Yeah. Yeah, I've got to look and see, because there's a lot in this one. I like that. That just looks so good in that green. Kind of green and yellow. I never did... there was a lot you had to go through to do... Well, why can't I see you? Okay. So I think that was the priest, the class mount for priest. If I remember correctly. Yeah. And then... Yeah, that one. Very nice, very nice. Okay. So, with that being discovered and everything, let me look at the achievements. So, earn your artifact weapon, Legion Remix. There we go. Okay, so reach level 80, Time Runner, cash. Reach level 80 with a Paladin. Reach level 80. Oh, okay. Don't care for that, because I'm not doing this on multiple characters. I can tell you that right now. Where's Priest? Past Priest. There we go. Okay. Complete the following. Okay, yeah, so these are when I need to work on there. Yeah. Okay, cool. So these are fairly straightforward then. Yeah, this is what I wanted to see. What the title was, because there was a title for the Siege of Orgrimmar. Is it just the one? Bronze, 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 bronze. Greater bronze. Yeah, I think so. I think it's just a lot of bronze, which is perfectly fine. Have no issues with that. Dungeons. Right, so you complete those, you just get more bronze. Yeah. That's all I'm seeing here. Exploration. Okay. Reputation. Yeah. Okay. Well, I think that's enough looking for now. I'm encouraged. Doesn't look too complicated. What? No. Hello. Trying to look and see what.
There's always something
Okay, so
to be
you just
fixed.
sell more weapons, snacks, and oh, okay. You're an innkeeper. I'm supposed to speak with someone. Probably the dragon up here on this.
It seems you've already had quite the impact on this timeline. But our work here has just begun. Remember, some rules are meant to be broken.
Herbs and ore.
Our goal with this experiment is to see how history would have played out if some of the variables were changed. Get acquainted with the rest of our temporal excursion. I am excited to see what differences you have yet to make.
Oh, okay. So I kind of got ahead of myself here. So.
Hi.
You sell mounts. Got that.
Off with you.
And you
I'll listen.
sell toys and pets.
Seek
Got
the
that.
truth.
Greetings, traveler.
You sell
Be
transmog. Got
What
that.
service may I offer?
You sell random stuff. Got that.
I await your return.
And okay, so dungeon apparel.
What
Let's
is
take a
your
look at
purpose?
that. As I said, mostly played. Oh, collected 7 of 9. Yeah, good. So it's counting what I already have. Some of this apparently I already own.
Guard yourself.
Okay. As I said, I did mostly PvP. So there is a pretty good chance there's going to be
seek
things
answers?
that I don't
Do
have.
not share what I have said.
Nice. Okay, shoulders. Mace. The staffs. I'm definitely getting these. And won't have to go through all the work for... Oh, I see there's a polearm and a staff. Nice. I like it when you're able to do that. The sword. Very nice. And then the vestments. Can finish collecting. Yeah, like I started, but yeah, I'm gonna come back and get quite a few of these because I do like some of these. So, what was? Yeah, they had some nice sets. Not gonna lie. Let's say, what did the priest? Oh yeah, the one with the the shoulders. Yep, this is my set. This is the one I want. So this was the other reason why I made a human, because they look fairly decent in most anything. So. Yep. Oh, and I can finish my finish my rogue sets. Oh, that's gonna be nice. Okay.
The truth.
I have goals now. I have goals now. Why is somebody following me around? I've missed something somewhere. Oh, I've got one of those. Legion Remix, purple. Okay, that's not what I would call purple, but I've got one of. There we go. I don't know if that looks right for priest. I'm supposed to be finding someone to talk to over here. Oh, there we go, the innkeeper. Aww. Very nice. Every time you take a bite, this gooey pastry seems to rewind its timeline to when it was whole. Very nice. Okay, and then the weapons.
Nothing like a hot forge and a good hammer.
Sure. Am I able to fly yet? Dragon flying. Can I change that? I can, because I would much prefer steady flight. Thank you very much, if you don't mind. Oh, there we go. This was the other reason why I chose this mount, because I knew it could fly. They couldn't fly when I originally got it. None of the spiders could. Let's see here. If you're shot over death bounce to kill the target, it's cooldown every second, not appear more than 10 seconds. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. I feel like we're making a lot of progress here and we haven't really done anything, so. Oh, and it's gonna unlock skywriting. Fuse this with your artifact weapon, increasing its ripple across timelines and versions of you. This perfect relic resonates with your warband, permanently increasing all experience gained in Legion Remix by 10%. Oh, nice. Okay. So it's kind of like the buff we had in the War Within. And you're gonna make me fly where now?
If you're all set, let's get you back to Dalaran, so you can rejoin the flow of events. You're always welcome back here,
No,
though.
that's an earthen, so I might have been able to create a
One
mechanome,
moment,
but
There we go. Oh, it feels good to stretch my wings. Hang on.
I'm perfectly
Don't let
happy
this
with a
get to
human.
your head, but Eternus almost never gives anyone that much praise. I should know, after all. I've known her for, well, forever. So take heart in knowing that what you are doing here is important. When we get back to Crassus's Landing, we're going to get you a flying mount all your own. After all, we're supposed to be keeping a low profile here. And I don't want to fly you all around the Broken Isles myself. Watch your step. It's a pleasure to work with you. Never